yeast be frothing. Hi, hello, good morning. Welcome back to my filthy kitchen that is very lived in. That's one way to put it, Kato. Look, I'm gonna be real with you. I have a lot of stuff that I've kind of just been putting off and I just need a day to do it. So this is my invitation to you. Would you like to come along and body double with me today and we'll get some stuff done? And if you have things that you need to get done, even better. I've got some clothes that I've been wanting to dye for about a million years and they're just sitting there for goodness knows how long. And since being on parental leave, I've been wanting to bake bread for like the longest time. I've never done it before. I just thought we'll give it a red hot go. So that's on the list of things to do today. Okay, we've got some things to do. So we're gonna get to them today and yeah, come along and just hang out and we'll chat. It's just gonna be a chatty body double with me video today. One of the more glamorous tasks I need to do is empty the compost. So let's go do that. Ooh. It's the glamorous content people want to see, isn't it? So like I said, I've never made bread or bread rolls or any iteration of bread before, but I don't think it's that hard. And I have watched several TikTok videos. So, you know, basically a pro at this point. I scouted the internet and I've just landed on Recipe 10 Eats because she's amazing and everything that she makes tastes wonderful. So I'm assuming this will turn out well. All right, let's get all the ingredients out first and then I can like sort my life out. I also need to do some baking today. I need to make some lactation cookies, get that milk supply going so I can build up a bit of a stash before I head back to work next year. Just noticed that we could improve that situation, so we're gonna do that today as well. 1 cup of milk. 1 cup of milk. All the ingredients are out. Okay, tablespoon of yeast. 1/4 cup of cast sugar. 1 teaspoon. 2 teaspoons. Pour in the water. 1/2 cup of warm water. Oop, man, I spilled it everywhere. Good job, Caitlin. Leave it for 5 minutes till it froths. Get frothy. It looks disgusting. Place flour, sugar, salt in a bowl. Combine to mix. I need 2 bowls. Maybe that's why she told me to just do it in a medium bowl. She was like, you're gonna need your big bowl. But joke's on her, because I have 2 big bowls. Remaining sugar. In you go, friend. Salt, flour. 1, 2. How much flour? 4 cups. Boop. Add milk, butter, eggs. Pour in the least liquid, including all the froth. Okay. Okay, how much butter do I need? I think that's probably about 50 grams. Create well. Pour in the milk. Milk, butter, eggs, and the frothy stuff. This is what I'm quickly realizing when it comes to making bread. It's like, there's a lot of waiting. I'm not good with the waiting. Said every neurospicy person ever. Alright, we're gonna wait for the butter to cool down. And I think I need to, do I have to fork the eggs? Beaten with a fork. Success. Don't forget to hydrate. I don't want to spill it. Spoil it, it looks like egg. I don't want to cook the egg, but can I like, no, because if I try to put them in the microwave, they're just gonna cook, aren't they? Do I risk it? No, we do not want scrambled eggs in bread. What if I just put them underneath the heater? Please heat my eggs. Melted and cooled. Like, how cool is cool? Just gonna mix them in and then just hope for the best. It looks pretty cool, I'll show you. Okay, apparently Nagi puts it in her dryer. I don't have a dryer. I'm gonna do the oven thing. I'm gonna put the oven on for a bit Hopefully it's warm. Yeah, turn it off and then leave it in there. Pray for me. Cover with a wet tea towel. Place in a warm area to rise for 1.5 to 2 hours or until tripled in volume. 2 hours. Fingers crossed that works. Otherwise, I'm gonna be sad. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna be so sad. All right, we're gonna set it for 1.5 hours. If the baby has also woken up. Is anyone else like training their baby to have their arms out at the moment, and the baby keeps waking themselves up by like punching them in the face? Because that's the situation that I'm currently in, and it is the most annoying situation ever, because she was having like 1 to 2 hour sleeps during the day, and now we're back to like 30-minute naps. Okay, so while we wait for the bread to do its thing, I'm gonna make some cookies for Boobie supply. So we're gonna do 2 batches. We're gonna do 1 lot of oat cookies, oat and sultana cookies, and then we're gonna use our good friend Milo. For anybody who is not Australian, this is on par with Vegemite for Australians. Like, this is a quintessential, every person in Australia has had Milo before. Everyone tends to have it in their cupboard at home. Like, it is a OG supply in any Aussie household. So we're going to do some kind of iteration of cookie with this, because it's actually got extract of malt barley or malt barley and rice, which is 38% of Milo. Almost like 1/3 of Milo is the good stuff that makes your boobies go crazy. I'm gonna make some cookies out of it. I don't know if I have any choc chips, but choc chip Milo cookies are really good. I might have to go to the shops to get some choc chips. All right. Sultanas. Oats. We also need oats. Oats, 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 everybody. I don't know if anybody else treats their iPad like a cooking book, but I literally have closed a tab in my internet browser on my iPad, and I couldn't tell you how long. It is basically just one big file of facts, is that what they are? Of internet recipes that I just refuse to, like, I should bookmark it. Like, it would just make sense to bookmark it, but I'm like, no, if I just leave the tab open and have 1 million things open and running, that's fine. What's the difference between regular oats and toasted muesli? Is it simply the fact that they've been in the oven? That seems dumb. What do we need? We need a cup of self-raising flour. I do love these big jars, but hot dang, they are annoying to move around the kitchen. In the bowl you go. 1 cup of flour. 1 cup of toasted muesli. I don't have toasted muesli. I have granola. I have oats. I need 1 cup of oats anyway. Nah. I'm just gonna do 2 cups of this and then hope for the best. I think that's what I do normally anyway, because I don't have muesli. Who has anyway. I will die on this hill. Sultanis. Ooh, sultani. Oats. 1/2 cup of brown sugar. 1/2 cup of brown sugar. I'm not going to use 1/2 cup. That seems like a lot. We'll go 1/4. Quarter of this, and then maybe some honey. Brown sugar. Done. Honey, egg, butter. We need 125. I always buy the packaged butter. This is often cheaper too. This is cheaper and better for you because it doesn't have garbage in it. Yeah, I pretty much smashed that. I'm really good at like just eyeballing stuff. That's my gift from the deities. I have to melt this. Honey, honey, honey. I need to mix the ingredients. Oh, look at that. Give him a good mix. Egg. Oats are, I don't know if I mentioned this, but oats are meant to be really good for breast milk too. I really like biscuits. And this is like an easy way for me to like grab a couple of bickies of an afternoon, have a snacky snack, and increase, you know, my Boobie milk's cookies. I thought while we wait for good old bread to rise, I'll just start putting these cookies on the tray, and in the meantime we can do some other stuff around the house. Yay. I'm not gonna lie to you, this is a bit of a sensory ick for me. Yeah. Alright, that's a bit of size. Let's go and do some other tasks now. I've put my cookies here. I will obviously space them out a bit more when the dishwasher's finished, because I need an extra cookie tray and they're all in there. And then once the bread is actually done, then we can put the cookies in and start that process. But in the meantime, come with me. We are going to do some clothes dyeing. This pile of clothes. We are going to try dyeing brown. I went and grabbed this from Spotlight the other day, and I think it'll turn out really well. But I haven't dyed anything since college, so this is going to be a fun time. I think we'll see. Yes, so doom pile number 2. Let's go. There's not a lot of room in here, but we will do our best. Now, what do you say to do? Okay, directions. Weigh the dry fabric. No. Wash thoroughly. I also don't want to do that. Leave damp. Okay, what if I just wash them in the sink? Use rubber gloves. I don't have those. Do I? No. This is going swimmingly. This day, I don't have half the things that I need to. Anyway, great. I need rubber gloves. Alright, so it's cold. I put on a jumper and I went to the shops and I've taken out the dough and she hath risen. Boy, oh boy, has she. Okay, now what? Now what do I do with the thing? Ugh, my cookies are burnt. Sad Kato is a sad potato. I'm still gonna eat them too. Let's be real. I don't know why I'm holding this bowl. Do I just form them into the shape that I want them to be? I want them to be like happy little pillow bunny. I don't know if I'm doing this right. It's probably a collective group of people screaming at me currently. It is what it is at this point. Spray the surface of rolls with oil, then cling wrap over the tray. Okay, it says that I need to wrap it with cling wrap. I don't have cling wrap. I do have alfoil. Let's see if that works. It's going to really spray these baddies. This is not going to plan. Okay, the buns are in the oven. Probably gonna be terrible, but on we forge. We're gonna do some chocolate chip cookies with Milo. You're not even on. You weren't even listening. I made a great jog. Guess who needs a nap? Half a cup of sugar, done. 200 grams of butter. That's a lot of butter. Holy gosh. Wow, I'm not doing the full sugar ratio. That's crazy town. Side note, one of my favorite TV shows is Somebody Feed Phil. I love it. If that is something that you've not seen before, have a look. It's on Netflix. But it's the guy who created Everybody Loves Raymond. And he goes around and he just eats. And he's so joyful. They make him do silly stuff. But he's just all about food connecting people, which I really like. We're connecting some biscuits to my tummy and I'm not sad about that. Alright, next. Beat in eggs, vanilla, and Milo. 1 egg, 2 eggs. Oh, there's 1. Oh, vanilla, 2 teaspoons. 1, 2. My favorite thing is surprising people about like my ability to bake, because I think they look at me and they're like, this girl has no idea what she's doing, which is fair. But no, I've been baking since I was a kid because my mum did it lots. 1 cup of Milo. We have 1. Fold in the flour and chocolate chips. 2.5 cups. Self-raising flour. Alright, choc chips. How many choc chips do we need to put in? Let's see. 3/4 of a cup. 1. Okay. It feels very smooshy. They look like little dog poos. You're gonna need a close-up of this. My rolls got a bit bigger. Are you excited for the rolls too, honey? Yeah? Wow. That is in the oven. Now, what do I do? Bake for 15 to 18 minutes or until the surface is golden brown. I think we need to fix them. You, my friend. Gooey. It's gooey. It's gooey. Oh, it's so gooey. Okay. I don't think I've done these right. Yeah. I've probably definitely ruined these. They make me sad to look at. Okay, bread rolls. Bread rolls are officially out of the oven and they don't look too bad. Could they be taller? Yes. But they make a good sound. We've definitely learned some things when it comes to baking bread. One, you need to space them a bit more. Yeah, I need to not fiddle with them so much and I need to space them more. Here's what we've learned. But I'm pretty happy with that. Also, the cookies are done. There you go. Beautiful. Oh. You can hear the baby squealing in the background. But can we just take a moment? Because I made bread for the first time. Yes, it looks average, but I made bread. And it kind of looks like bread. Be impressed. Also, we have a small mountain of cookies over here as well. I may have forgotten to pick up rubber gloves from the shops when I went to the shops, which means I can't dye those clothes from earlier. Today, at least anyway. Anyways, we baked bread today. I'm pretty happy with that, and a butt ton of cookies. But I'm gonna try one of these bread rolls, I think. It does have the rustic top that I wanted though, so. 1, 2. This is the moment of truth. Do you want to try my bread? Yeah, right on. Get me. Self high five. It's flat AF, but it's good flavour. That is another thing checked off my bucket list of things I always wanted to do. Self high five. Hello, good morning. Fun fact, I forgot to film an end to this video on the day that I filmed it. I think the bread making wore me out, not gonna lie to you. It was a lengthy process and I think it took me like a good few hours to bake everything. And then I went to the shops and then I came back and I continued to bake, and then I was meant to dye those clothes and then that didn't end up happening either. This is what happens on any given day when you have ADHD. Thank you so much for watching. If you've made it this far, I'm very impressed. Hopefully it inspired you to get some of the baking done that you need to do and that you've been putting off, and or tackle those doom piles that have been sitting around your house. If you would like to see more content like this and more body double videos, make sure you hit subscribe. I've also got my nursery makeover video coming up in the next couple of weeks. I really want to get it done before the Christmas rush, so subscribe if you want to see that one as well. I keep buying cute decor pieces from like op shopping and thrifting and stuff, so there's a few more things. If you've seen any of my recent videos, there's a few more things to add that I need to show you in the next few videos. I also have a video coming up where we do a Christmas outfit thrift try on. If you want to see that one as well, just make sure you hit that subscribe button. But please, if you have any bread baking tips for me, I would really appreciate them. Clearly I am no expert. The bread rolls were fine. I would like them to be fluffier, so if the trick is to not touch them after they've risen, can you let me know? Again, thank you so much for watching. I had a hoot and I hope you got a giggle or two out of this as well. I will see you next time. Or if you want to watch the latest video that I've made, you can click on the screen here as well. Alright, peace out, Girl Scouts.